Are you religious, Shashi? How far can you extrapolate that argument? If caste is bad, is religion also bad?
No, because I think there's a distinction to be made, which I've made in my book, Why I'm a Hindu, between Hindu society and Hindu faith. And to my mind, society is a purely man-made construct. And you are free to agree with it, reject it as you wish. I've never accepted the caste system for myself, and I don't particularly cherish the idea of judging people by anything they happen to have been born into, as a religion, their caste, their appearance, whatever, the language they speak at home. That's not where you judge people. And to my mind, that's a non-negotiable thought. You can appreciate the fact that somebody is better looking than somebody else or whatever, but those are superficial things. I mean, the content, as Martin Luther King's famous phrase, the content of their character matters much more than any of those factors. But Hinduism as a faith I found extremely interesting. And it's partially also because I read about it a lot. I became a sort of devotee. I learned an enormous amount of what I valued about Hinduism from him. And one of the things I've talked about, which I'll mention to this audience, is his famous statement when he addressed the World Parliament of Religions in Chicago in 1893. And he said that, I'm proud to speak to you on behalf of a faith which has taught the world not just tolerance but acceptance. He didn't elaborate on it. That sentence stuck in my head and I turned it over to by studying in history class that a tolerant king is a good thing. He's a good king because I think he sort of tolerates other people's points of view and so on. But the more I thought about it over the years, the more I realized that tolerance is actually a very patronizing idea. Whereas acceptance, which is what Vivekananda taught Hinduism was all about, acceptance preaches, that's a fundamental difference and a fundamental basis for coexistence in a multi-religious society like ours. So to my mind, that was profoundly important and valuable, and I'm religious in that sense.